Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Fragrances. Today, I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorite perfumes in 2025 yet. The list is in no particular order. I've chosen to talk about the ones I've used most till now. This is not an in-depth review on each fragrance, but my impressions on them during the course of use. I'm also not going to be spray testing them on a blotter since I've spent a fair share of time with them during my use. So without further ado, let's begin with this exciting list. So friends, the first perfume we're going to talk about today is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Yes, the famous BR 540. One of the most biased fragrances out there. Love it or hate it. I personally love this one simply because of how it smells on me. A magical concoction of saffron, ambergris in its mineral form, woody tones of cedar, quite evident ambroxan, and aldehydic facets of jasmine is what I get. Stunning projection and sillage for up to 10 to 12 hours on skin and on clothes. And I get a sweet, burnt sugar, smoky, and slightly salty, aquatic vibe from this one. Smells super rich and totally intoxicating in the air. In my humble opinion, no clone has cracked a one-on-one scent of the BR 540. But the closest yet, I feel, is Armav's Club de Nuit Untold. Friends, this one absolutely smells class and it's got a head-turning trail. Trust me, if you wear this and go out on a street, you're gonna turn heads. I also feel this can be best worn at a night out in pleasant weather conditions. Just avoid the summer heat since that can make it cloying, Price is around $335 for 70 ml. You pay more for the brand here than the actual cost of ingredients, I believe. But it's worth it. I have fragate friends who adore BR 540 as their signature scent and they just can't do without it. The next one we are going to talk about, friends, is the legendary Guerlain Vetiver. I suppose it launched in the year 2000. Again, a legendary fragrance by the legendary master craftsman Jean-Paul Guerlain. What do I tell you about this? A classic and timeless masterpiece, which is a must-have for every fragrance collector in my opinion. This simply smells amazing. Earthy, fresh and green, a trusted companion of the summers, and a heavenly potion in the monsoons. I avoid it in the winters since it gets too earthy for my taste. The opening smells like fresh cut grass with juicy citruses in the top, with exotic spices such as nutmeg, pepper in the heart, and generous doses of vetiver, tobacco, and tonka bean in the base. This, my friends, is a true benchmark in vetiver-based fragrances. Excellent longevity and projection for around 10 to 12 hours in scorching summers. I've sometimes noticed it close to my skin for over 16 hours. If you wish to smell like a classic old-school gentleman and want some compliments from your dad, this one is for you. Priced at around $130 for 100 ml, it seriously is a no-brainer. And at this price, friends, it's a must-have. The next we're going to talk about, friends, is Amore Caffe by Mancera. This fragrance will absolutely floor anyone who loves coffee. Mancera is well known to provide good quality at affordable pricing in the niche perfume segment. This, my friends, wow. This is straight up affogato with a kick of booze. Affogato, friends, is a coffee-based dessert consumed in the West. It's a scoop or two of vanilla ice cream topped with a shot of espresso coffee. Smells heavenly in your head, right? Top notes of coffee and amaretto liquor, middle notes resembling ice cream, and a base loaded with vanilla, sugar, and ambergris make this a drool-worthy gourmand scent, friends. Excellent longevity of around 7 to 8 hours on skin, around 10 to 11 hours on clothes, with an arm's length projection for a good 2 to 3 hours. This is best suited to be worn in the morning for an extra coffee kick, you know what I mean. I would avoid the night outs with this unless you want to smell like coffee on a date. Price at around $190 for a 120 ml. For the quality and performance, I feel it's definitely worth it. Now, having mentioned date, we have to talk about Date by Fragrance One. This perfume and the brand belongs to the electrifyingly famous Jeremy from the YouTube channel Jeremy Fragrance. created by the master perfumer Alberto Moria. I believe he's also done some other fragrances in the same brand, same lineup. Date does not fall short in quality, scent profile, longevity, or projection. Where it does take a hit is the pricing, and let me tell you why. It is basically a hodgepodge of Jean Paul Gaultier Lamal with Paco Rabanne 1 million, Invictus and YSLY, so on and so on. So one might think of getting the OGs instead of this at a better pricing proposition. But that is where I feel lies its forte. It gives you a bit of everything in a real good blend. So the opening is very fruity in a good way, with patchouli and cardamom dominating the mids, oud and vetiver in the base, and all in all creating a sensuous scent perfect for the date night. Projection is about 3 feet for around 2 hours. Longevity is around 6 to 8 hours depending on the climate. On clothes, I've experienced this to go over 12 hours and still strong. So yeah, for clothes, this is a great perfume. Not so much for the skin. Priced, again, it's $279 for 100 ml. You got to be the judge whether it's worth it or no. If you get it at a discounted rate, it can still be a good pick. Now, we're gonna talk about Santal 33. Famously touted as the smell of New York, Le Labo's iconic Santal 33 has been around since 2011 and has a cult following among its fans. Some say it smells like a furniture store, some say it's medicinal, but to me, this smells like class on a cold winter morning. Crafted by perfumer Frank Welke, it is a pretty unique scent and surely makes an underlying statement by its wearer. Please forgive me if I have not pronounced the perfumer's name correctly. So what I get here, friends, is cardamom, violet leaf, iris, papyrus with sandalwood and some woody notes in no particular order. To my nose, this scent is the same from the beginning to the end. And you don't find that often in niche perfumery, where fragrances tend to go through changes and depict various layers. But I like it this way actually. It smells pretty the way it is. Being a solid performer, I've experienced projection and longevity till around 10 to 12 hour mark on skin and for days on clothes. Trust me, like days on clothes. This is like in that BR540 league when it comes to spraying on clothes and the longevity on clothes. But I would say be sure to try this one before you buy, since it reacts differently on everyone's skin. And you also need to be sure whether you like this profile. If you're wearing Santal 33, you aren't bothered by people's opinions. You are your own boss. Priced at around $335 for 100 ml. It could have definitely been better priced for around $250 in my opinion. But the only reason I would pay the actuals is because of its uniqueness. It's very unique. I really love this one. Now the next one we're going to talk about, friends, is Dior Homme Sport. A superbly well-crafted perfume by the master perfumer Francois Damasci, former director of development at Christian Dior. This is hands down the best fresh fragrance in the Dior Homme lineup. One of the best crisp white shirt scents in my opinion. You can't go wrong with this at the office, gym, or simply as a morning scent, and boy will it get you compliments. With clean and bright bergamot, lemon and aldehyde notes in the top, with a subtle presence of elemi, pink pepper in the mids, and comforting dry down of frankincense and woody notes, it's sure to win your heart. Wow, I wear this a lot. This is my second bottle actually. I would suggest getting a 200 ml bottle of this because that's the best value proposition in my opinion. Projection and longevity are really very surprising for a freshie here. I get about 3 to 4 hours on skin and around 8 to 10 hours on clothes before becoming a close skin scent or clothing scent. Dior Homme Sport, friends, very well lives up to its name in the family of successful heavy hitters such as Dior Homme Intense and Dior Homme Parfums. Priced at about $180 for 200 ml. Totally worth it in today's inflated perfume market. You must get it if you get it at around that price. Now, we're going to talk about Invictus Victory Elixir. Now friends, this is, in my opinion, hands down, the best flanker in the Invictus range from Paco Rabanne yet. Invictus Victory Elixir is one of the better scents in the league of the now super crowded, sweet and woody date night scents that have been churning up, almost every week or every month. Loaded with the essence of vanilla, tonka bean, woods and incense, Victory Elixir is an easy seduction to the nose and senses. So this does not have a cap. I might rather just spray it on myself. Oh, it's gorgeous. Right now, this is among my top 5 scents in the designer category. Video on that list coming soon. Projection and longevity are through the roof, comfortably lasting over a day. It has great complement factor because it feels it's designed keeping in mind what the current generation loves to wear. Perfect for colder months and a night out with your better half or even a casual meetup with friends. This will make you stand out and smell intoxicating among your crowd. Sadly, priced at around $209 for 200 ml. God knows what's gone wrong with the designer prices lately. They are through the roof. Designer perfumes were priced well till about a year ago. Don't know why there's been such, sudden inflation. But anyways, nonetheless, great scent. So the next one, friends, is the current famous Imagination by Louis Vuitton. Now, I want you to imagine this. Your bare feet, drenched in the wet sands at the beach, subtle cold winds gushing through your hair, brushing your skin. The water is blue, the sky is blue, and blue is the scent you're wearing. One of the finest creations crafted by the master Jacques Cavalier in the fresh fragrance category during the recent times. This unique, iconic offering from LV is usually a fragrance enthusiast's first choice with the brand. If you want that kick in the morning after a shower, a confident push, a strong inner voice that says you can do it, get this scent. Simply amazing. So what I get, friends, is a sharp, fresh burst of bergamot, neroli, ginger, tea and cedar wood. Imagination is sure to cloud you in class and sophistication, I believe, friends. Easily one of the best morning and beach vacation scents out there, period. Amazingly good longevity, projection at around 6 to 7 hours on skin and 10 plus hours on clothes. This stuff is addictive and your better half is going to keep telling you how good the scent is. As for compliments, you need to get this and experience it yourself. Trust me. Now, priced at around $330 for 100 ml, you gotta think you're paying for an LV. That's how you can pacify yourself. Now, friends, behold the king. Proudly holding the baton for being one of the most successful fragrance creations since around a decade, Creed Aventus never gets old for me. This is hands down one of the most cloned scents on the planet, with clones ranging from say around $10 to some good quality ones at even around $200. Every one of them has tried to please their customers by being as close to the OG scent profile as possible. But the original is still the king in my honest opinion. Wow. After having tried more than 10 top quality clones for this fragrance, friends, I realized what magic Aventus holds in itself. No scent, no matter how good, has achieved the three-dimensionality the Creed offers. You get a photorealistic sense of layers and notes behaving in harmony from start till the end of the scent's journey on you. The perfumers for these fragrances are Evan Creed and Jean-Christophe Hérault. Creed is one of the oldest and most respected fragrance houses globally. The quality of scents they produce is absolutely top-notch, and many of them already have an iconic status. For example, Creed's Bois de Portugal was the signature scent of Frank Sinatra, the legendary singer. Now, I'm not going to get into batches, and neither should you, I would suggest, because it's a batch war out there among Aventus fans in the fragrance community. Just buy and enjoy the scent for what it is. In my bottle, I get a fruity, juiced up pineapple, bergamot, blackcurrant, and lemon opening, with a brilliant balance of patchouli, birch, musk, and that extraordinary oak moss, man, the oak moss. It's amazing. In the mids and the dry down. You need to go heavy on the sprays in order to get a good performance out of this. For me personally, it's around 15 to 20 sprays, and then it's an entire day's journey of freshness, energizing my senses. It's just amazing. Now, friends, you wear Aventus because you are the boss or you will be the boss. It simply exudes confidence, class, and success. Priced at around $495 for 100 ml. Trust me, we are better off with clones unless we don't mind shelling out for the Creed experience. And finally, we're going to talk about Roja Parfums Diaghilev. One of my most favorite fragrance house as a collector. This iconic fruity Chypre by Roja Dove is a dream to own in the journey of most fragrance enthusiasts. I'm not trained or schooled to highlight the plethora of notes the perfumer has used here, but what my amateur nose can detect, wow, just amazing. It's just amazing. Florals, oak moss, civet, and leather with a generous dose of spices. Diaghilev, my friends, is a testament to Roja's love for the iconic and legendary Chypres like Guerlain's Mitsuko. This fragrance evokes a feeling of wearing a fur coat and going out socializing in the winters. It's masculine, unapologetic, and exudes a very strong character of its wearer. This mostly won't be appreciated by the younger crowd today because its foundation is vintage or classical in the first place, I feel. Priced at around $850. Yes, it's expensive, but you know what? This is absolutely worth it. With humility, I feel blessed to own and enjoy this fragrance. Thank you so much for watching this video, friends. Hope you liked what you saw. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming content. And please comment and let me know what are your top 10 fragrances in 2025 yet. Would love to know that. Until next time, thank you so much. Take care.